Hi there. My name's Carl, 42-year-old man, father of two, ex kind of aggressive skater, looking for a way to get back into some form of exercise and fun that's going to help me find myself a little bit more, enjoy getting outside again, doing some activity, and just something that's just for me. Been a dad now for 9 years. Just been thinking about it for 2 or 3 or 4 years. So started this channel, to look at and explore the journey about how going from starting doing nothing, basically starting from scratch. It's been almost 25 years since I did anything with my old rollerblade box cars to now. So I bought a few things, gonna have a look at them, gonna talk about what sort of what research I've done to have a look into things and to get back into it, and watch a couple of channels, watch a couple of things. So we're gonna have a look at that. But the first thing we're gonna do is look at the skates. So when I was a kid, I used to have my favourites were the rollerblade box cars, beautiful. I put some sole plate extenders on them, they're really good. Then I had some K2 fatties as well, which was good, which were, I found them a bit clunky and that they were quite soft. I didn't really like that. I needed a little bit more support. I had some Roches. Started off my skating with just, beautiful blue and yellow Bowers, which were my skate of choice just for a little bit. But they weren't aggressive. They were just to get used to it. We used to play hockey up on in a car park near us. And then just got back into aggressive skating. Started just, I say aggressive, it's just little bits of it, but started trying to do soul grinds on a couple of benches. Doing that, make my own wax. Started making my own wax. Got into a few friends of it. Went to a local leisure centre where they put up a couple of rails to try and do stuff, and started getting into it and started really enjoying it, and then slowly grew out of it. So this is my attempt to get back into it, should we say. So lots of options I went for. I watched a gentleman called Brandon Drummond, and he's an aggressive skater. He's got a channel, it's awesome. I'll put a link in the bottom of it. But that's why I was just like, I wonder how much it would be to get back into it, because I remember having to save up for ages to get the box cars when I was a kid. And I didn't come from a wealthy family. I had to get the birthday money, Christmas money, and then those. And then got them, and they were beautiful with the ABEC 3s at the time. I loved it, getting the grind blocks in and stuff. And I know I wasn't very good, but I just enjoyed being outside. But things that the type of skates that he said look at USDs, razors, and there's one which I'll just get the name of. Play Life reactors, which are about 150 quid. He also mentioned the Roche's M12. And so I went out and had a look. I was looking at new. I looked at secondhand, and I went to go for secondhand. I think that was I looked on Vinted. Never knew there was all this sort of stuff on there, and then I decided, well, if I need some blades, I might need some trousers. So I don't have the old jeans I used to have, the skater jeans I used to have from Billy's in Cambridge that I got them from. Then thought, well, actually, what about making some just to get all the stuff? Because now I've got older, I like to have stuff. I like to have things, and I collect watches and other things. But this is just something which I was like, right, well, I need the skating wax, grind wax. So I've got some of that as well. So I'm going to look through those three things today. I also got a helmet, which I never used to wear. But I went for the Roche's M12. They were 90 quid off of Vinted, brand new. Never used, came in a nice box. They've got the 58mm wheels, ABEC 5, single sole plate, quite large actually. The sole plate, if you look, it's gonna. I don't know whether you used these before, but I had some Roches when I was a kid. Quite they're quite snug. So I'm gonna have to get used to that again, because I really appreciate that tight feel. But I love the buckle on this, because it's I can't remember, it's called a memory buckle or something. Where you just have to do it once, then it closes, and there was nothing else like it when I was young. So I got these. I've tried them on, the comfy, a little bit tight, so I'm gonna have to work on that and maybe loosen up a little bit. But the inners will loosen as I do, as I start. But yeah, nice colour as well. They're the lows, because there are some which go quite high, but beautiful. Single frame, lovely. So they're the blades of choice at the minute. Love them. Well excited when I saw them. So next, going to open the dry wax, and this is from Johnny and Jenny's skate shop. I don't know where that is. I think it's in Cornwall, but nice skate wax block. So I was going to think about making it myself and I remember getting beeswax and fairy washing up liquid and a little bit of oil to make it smell nice and made it all colourful. I started looking into it. I just don't have time at the minute, and so therefore I bought this for £6, £7, and a couple of quid extra delivered. So that beautiful, and it's called Fracture Wings Wax Blue. So use that. I'll be taking that. It's massive as well. I used to make these tiny little pucks we used to rub on the grime rails and stuff onto our sole plates. And then I don't know how I'm going to edit that in. I'll let you know. We've got a kitten and she just jumped up and knocked the video down. So yeah, hopefully you're still there. Yeah, nice long, nice and wide bottom. A little bit frayed, but I'm not really bothered. They're just going to be my trainings. And just get used to being on the on the ramps and stuff again. So that's that really. They're the three things I bought so far, and I've got a helmet as well, which has just come in. I'm going to put, I've never really worn out. I never did when I was a kid. It was something I just never really thought about. And I wasn't sure about making a video. I wasn't sure about putting this thing out there because it's incredibly difficult to put yourself out there and say, well, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I'm going to do. My kids are all over it. They love YouTube. They love like typical game and other things which they watch on TV, on YouTube, and they say that streaming is awesome and that sharing what you're doing is great, and that's part of the content creator stuff. And I don't even want to be that. I just want to share what I'm doing, because I was looking at other things and saying, right, well, I don't know how to get back into it. Is there anything out there I can watch? There was nothing really. There's a few sort of older people and older gentlemen in America that seem to have a better understanding and some things there which I could watch and look at, but nothing like this, and just literally from start to finish. So the next video I'll probably do is going to be me going down a local skate park, maybe getting on them, just getting used to them again, just getting used to skates, and yeah, getting back into it. If I feel lucky and if I feel right, then I might try a couple of maybe a backslide from the old days, and just see if I can just jump and just get used to viewing that, because obviously eyes have changed, age has changed, a little bit more fearful than I was as a kid. Got to get used to planting that foot down, get those legs up, get those knees up. It's all going to be a bit more difficult, a bit more tiring. And also, this is just for me, and I work in emergency services. I do shifts. I have 2 boys, 8 and 9-year-old, and yeah, so this is just going to be in my spare time just for me, and yeah, that's all I can say. So I hope you can continue with me on this journey. I'm hoping to at least put out one a week, if not more, and that's also going to push me to actually do this, because I'm a bit worried, I'm a bit scared, nervous, embarrassed as well, because this isn't me, but I want it to be. I want to share my journey and just at least maybe inspire or just help me, just push me to do it, because if I know I've got to put something out, then I will. So yeah, just final look at these beauties though. They are stunning. Nice logo at the back. Yeah, ABEC 5s, which hope you're good. So yeah, but as I said to you, if you look at Brayman Drummond, fantastic YouTuber, he's the one who's inspired me to do this. So I'll log him in the comments, and yeah, thank you, and I'll see you around.